Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia. Claudia, based on the original stories by Rose Franken. Brought to you transcribed Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
David.
Yes, dear?
Are you awake, darling?
Yes, I'm awake.
Oh, I think that's mean.
What's mean? For me to be awake?
You've been awake and pretending to be asleep. And I've been awake for hours and not moving so I wouldn't disturb you, and now I've got a crick in my neck.
But I was sound asleep till you called me.
You couldn't have been. People never bounce awake like that, all full of good spirits.
I do. Good morning, my little crick in the neck.
Good morning, David. Oh, I can't decide which I like better, waking up with you or going to sleep with you.
What's the difference? You got 'em both.
That's true.
Miss Claudia, breakfast, Miss Claudia.
Oh, it's Minerva. I forgot it was Wednesday.
Who's Minerva? What's Wednesday got to do with it?
Oh, she comes for cleaning on Wednesdays. You remember Minerva?
Oh, sure. I thought her name was Minnie, though.
Minerva for short.
Breakfast, Miss Claudia.
Miss Claudia does not live here anymore.
Excuse me, I meant to say Miss Naughton.
That's much better. Come in, Minerva.
Morning, Miss Claudia. Morning, Mr. Dave. Glad to see you home again.
Oh, it's good to be home, Minerva.
Hand me my pipe over there, will you, Minerva?
Yes, sir. It sure is a shock to see you in Miss Claudia's room so early in the morning, Mr. Naughton.
I can give you the name of a very reputable minister who says it's quite all right, Minerva. Perfectly proper and legal.
But still somewhat of a shock. I know what Minerva means. Say, what is the idea of breakfast in bed, for heaven's sake?
Your mama said to bring it.
Is Mama up? Oh, put the tray on the table between the beds, Minerva. Move the lamp, David.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't take my ashtray.
Yes, your mama's up.
Mama's cute. Yesterday she went out before we had breakfast, and today we've got it free in our room.
Looks like she doesn't want to eat with us. Bacon.
Wonder what she'll do tomorrow. We'll just have to find a place of her own, I guess, so she can relax, the poor dear.
I hope she gets one with a room in it for me.
Oh, we'll be lucky if we have a room in it for ourselves, Minerva. I'm going to have you once a week for laundry and cleaning, same as Mama has you.
Maybe we'll have you every single day, Minerva.
We'll do nothing of the kind. You'll do with my cooking and like it, Mr. Naughton.
I'll do with it, but do I have to like it?
You certainly do. It's part of the marriage ceremony for you to like it.
Let's see. I, David, take this woman, love, honor, death do us part. Say, I don't remember anything about cooking in it.
I reckon Miss Claudia means the better or worse part, Mr. Naughton.
Miss Claudia, did you say?
I mean Miss Naughton. Miss Claudia, Mama told me...
My mama done told me...
What'd she tell you, Minerva?
You need a knife when you spread your butter.
Didn't I bring you a knife? I'll get one straight off.
And a spoon for my coffee while you're about it. Oh, come back. What'd Mama tell you, Minerva?
To ask you what Mr. David would like for his dinner so she can order.
Oh, that's easy. Steak, apple pie, and he doesn't care what else.
With cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Just plain old ordinary everyday rat cheese.
Yes, sir?
Wonderful, wonderful woman.
Who? Minerva or me?
Your mother.
Oh.
But do we always have to have breakfast in bed?
Don't you like it?
I have a feeling it's going to make me late for the office.
No later than if we didn't.
Didn't what?
Have it in bed. But personally, I like to pop into a bath in the morning, brush my teeth, put on all my clothes, and eat my breakfast in an honest-to-goodness chair at an honest-to-goodness table.
I wake up every morning of the world to find out something new and remarkable about you, Claudia. Today, I find I'm married to a frontier woman.
Maybe I should have married a farmer.
Or a fisherman. They get up early, too.
Oh, no, David. Never a fisherman.
You sound so very sure of yourself. Is there a reason this time?
Of course. A farmer can milk cows and things like that, but what can you do with fish?
That's the sort of question I find it hard to answer in the middle of my breakfast, Claudia.
Well, if I still remember it after breakfast, I'll ask you again and see what you say.
First, let's finish breakfast and see what you remember.
All right.
Hey, by the way, this is wonderful coffee. Can you make good coffee?
Very.
How do you know? Did you ever make any?
Sure.
You ever give me dishwater, I'll wring your neck. Now, do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Your knife and teaspoon, Miss Claudia. And more wedding presents. And a whole heap of letters.
Oh, business is good.
Say, how long do wedding presents keep up anyway?
Till the first baby. Isn't it wonderful? I'll open this one, David, and you open the big one. Hey, wait and see what they are, Minerva.
Such a lot of wedding presents when you get married.
Oh, that's one of the nicest things about getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, another bonbon dish.
Mine is salt cellars. Don't people ever think a bride does anything but eat candy and salt?
With an occasional candlestick thrown in. Here, Minerva, you can take my tray.
But you hardly eat anything. You can't live on love.
Oh, yes, you can. You'd be surprised what a lot of vitamins it has in it.
I never heard of it. That's funny, vitamins in love.
To be taken every minute, every day, for years and years.
Mrs. Brown, what would you say if I were to ask you for another piece of pie?
I've already decided to raise your board, Mr.
David,
Naughton.
that's your third piece.
Will you let him alone, Claudia? He likes my pie.
She's jealous because she didn't make it, Mother.
How'd you guess? Come on, now, let's eat it in the living room.
And drop crumbs all over the place.
What for? Anyway, I might want another piece after the other piece.
All right, I'll bring everything in here then.
Everything what?
You'll see.
Now what, Mother?
Better do as she says, David.
I might have known it. You can't depend on anyone these days, not even a mother-in-law.
I take no sides. Now go on, both of you. I'll clear the table.
No time for that. We'll do it later.
I will not leave a table full of dishes.
Close the door and we won't see 'em.
Who do you think you're fooling?
Nobody.
Better do as she says, Mother. Come on.
You've learned, David. I'm coming.
What's the rush?
You'll see.
For once, I don't want to see. I want to be told.
He's going to be difficult, Mama.
Good for you, David. Stand up for your rights.
It is not easy, Mother, I'm telling you.
I know.
Tell me, what do you do when you don't want to do what Claudia wants you to do?
I do it.
What was that again, David?
Hush up. Your mother and I are planning a campaign for the survival of the fittest.
Honestly, nobody pays any attention to me around here since I'm married.
Yeah, my heart bleeds for you.
He's getting very fresh, Mama. Come on, David. Now eat your pie in the living room.
Well, this is the crucial moment, Mother. What do I do?
He's strong-minded. Don't budge.
I won't. Come on, let's go.
Henpecked. Now you sit over there, Mom, in the big chair.
May I have your permission to knit, Mrs. Naughton?
If you do it quietly.
And don't drop any stitches.
Thank you.
Now, David, you sit there.
I'm sitting there already.
Oh, so you are.
Would you mind telling me what this is all about?
It's about wedding presents.
Wedding presents?
Yep, we've got to decide which we're going to keep and which we're going to return.
Oh, return them all.
David, dare we?
No, you daren't. Have you no sentiment?
None at all.
Anyway, it's the simplest way out. I can't open my closet without boxes falling out all over me.
I don't see what you're complaining about. I sleep with them, piled up all around me.
See, David, she's always finding fault and never complaining.
Oh, hush up. What are you going to do with them? That's the point.
It's simple. When we decide what to keep, we'll hide them away like squirrels till we find our own apartment.
Say, hand me my pipe from over there, would you, squirrel?
Here. I'm glad you're the pipe type.
What type is the pipe type, precisely?
Oh, you know, like David.
There you have it, Mother. The perfect definition.
Aren't you going to kiss me before we start?
Oh, I'd just as soon not start.
I'd just as soon not to. What time is it?
Too early.
Too early for what?
To wash the dishes.
Much too early for the dishes. So we'll do the presents instead. Now, what about this one? Should we return it or keep it?
What is it?
Can't you tell?
Nope. Can you?
Nope. Mama, what is it?
Well, I think it must be for shrimp.
What makes you think it must?
Don't pin me down.
Mama's right, it's for shrimp. I love shrimp.
Me too.
You do? Never told me.
Keep the shrimp dish.
How about clams?
Oh, I'm crazy about clams. Have you got a clam dish?
No, use a soup plate. What about crabs, David?
Well, what about them?
Do you like them?
Too much work. I prefer lobster.
I adore lobsters. How about snails?
No.
Who asked you, Mrs. Brown?
Claudia and I are just getting acquainted, Mother.
Well, do I put the shrimp dish to the right of me or the left of me? Everything to the left of me will be to be returned.
Shrimp dish to the right.
It's put. Now, what about this? Return it or keep it.
What is it?
Soup tureen.
Looks like a silver bathtub.
It does a little. What's the matter with Aunt Louisa? Nobody ever ate that much soup in their life.
I don't even like soup.
Oh, I do. I like soup.
I like chowder.
David, it's more practical to like soup. You'll just have to learn to. But this is too much soup.
Still, it's a very handsome tureen. You can use it for plants.
If you like it so much, Mama, we'll give it to you and you can use it for plants.
I haven't got a plant.
Then to the left of me.
Claudia, wait a minute.
No, it's too late. We are now about to discuss the fish knives that look like little fishes.
It's from Aunt Louisa.
Fish knives they are not. They're from Uncle George
The tureen.
Well, just because Aunt Louisa likes
No,
soup, I see no reason.
she likes tureens. She's been giving them for years. Wedding presents, anniversary presents.
What about births?
Probably.
Handy to wash the baby in.
We have no baby, so we'll return it.
Yes, let's. Comes from Pacquiao's. That means it must have cost an awful lot of money. Well, now, let's see. How about the fish knives?
You're running this, young lady.
Well, they're quite nice, and we both like fish, don't we?
You just went through that routine. I don't think I can take it again.
Those are shellfish. Hey, what's your hurry? Where are you going?
The dishes.
Honestly, I think we're more interesting than dirty dishes, don't you, David?
Oh, lots.
Mama, will you come with me tomorrow to return the tureen?
I will not. What's in all those other boxes?
I can tell you blindfolded. Butter plates, ashtrays.
Bonbon dishes, salt, celery.
And don't forget the napkin rings.
With your names on them. Serves you right. You have to keep them.
Well, at least they don't have he and she engraved on them.
That's towels.
Oh, towels, napkin rings, same thing. What's the difference? Look, let's keep everything but the soup tureen.
Everything?
I think so.
When did you decide that, Claudia?
Just now. I'm sleepy.
So am I. Come on. We'll help with the dishes first.
You don't have to. I'll help.
I can get them done faster without you. But at least have the decency to take all that stuff off the sofa so I can go to bed.
I'll put them under the sofa.
Don't forget, Mother. She said she was a squirrel.
David!
What?
Do you like squirrels?
I love squirrels.
We are silly, aren't we?
Very.
Oh, it's so nice to be silly with people you love.
I'll tell you a secret.
What?
You can't be silly if you're not in love.
All story material used in this broadcast of Claudia was under the supervision of Rose Franken and William Brown Maloney. In these changing times, here's one thing that hasn't changed. Through 2 world wars, through 2 periods of rising prices, the quality of Coca-Cola has remained unchanged. And the price is still 5 cents. There's more Coke now so that you can enjoy the pause that refreshes with ice-cold Coca-Cola more often. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you transcribed with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now, this is Joe King saying au revoir, and remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For ice-cold Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes. Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia. Claudia, based on the original stories by Rose Franken. Brought to you transcribed Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
David, you haven't forgotten, have you?
What?
Today we fixed breakfast for Mama.
She's not going to like having breakfast on a tray.
She'll hate it.
Oh, fine. Let's hurry.
I'm ready.
So am I.
Come on, but shh. She's still asleep. Walk on your toes.
I feel like Nijinsky.
Who?
Nijinsky.
I don't know him.
Hey, watch where you go.
Who put that chair there?
Who do you think?
Oh, the kitchen's hot. Open the windows, I'll get the cream.
We don't have...
We don't have to whisper anymore. Now, what do I do next?
You set the tray, and I'll boil the water for the eggs, fry the bacon, make the coffee, toast the toast, and squeeze the juice.
All at the same time.
Oh, it'll only take me a second.
You are a very talented person, Mrs. Naughton.
Oh, I got everything ready last night. Just turn the stove on, will you?
Yeah. Juice is all squeezed. Must be gremlins in the refrigerator.
I said I did everything last night. Pour it in that pitcher.
Poured.
Eggs are in. Toast is in. Coffee's in. Now we just wait.
You know, maybe we ought to hire ourselves out as a couple. There's money in it these days.
And no responsibilities. Can you bottle?
Well, I've got a white coat.
That's for dentists. Tails are for butlers.
Oh, tails are unfashionable.
I think even butlers are. Say, David, are we going to be rich someday?
I doubt it.
That's good. I don't think I'd like to be rich.
I married a wonderful woman. Why not?
Oh, it's so complicated.
That's just as good a reason as any.
Besides, I feel rich now.
Oh, you do, eh?
Very. Think the eggs are ready?
I do not.
Good, then you hold the tray.
Okay, I've got it.
Now, toast, the cereal, bacon, eggs are 2 minutes,
The coffee's 2 minutes.
the napkins.
Oh, no room.
Sure, there's room.
Where?
Here under your arm.
Claudia, I'll drop everything.
No, you won't.
All right, hurry up.
Let me see if I've forgotten anything.
Nothing. Come on.
Oh, yes, the sugar bucket.
I will not carry it on my head.
Who's asking you to? Open your mouth.
My mouth?
That's right, you can grab it with your teeth.
Claudia, I can't take another thing.
Don't talk so much, you'll drop it.
I'm going on in now. I've got a little...
Wait, I forgot something.
Oh,
Lift your other arm.
I'll get even with you for this.
You wouldn't want Mama not to have her candlesticks. Lift your other arm.
Hey, Claudia, you're
Candlesticks are very important to every well-served breakfast tray. Okay, now come on.
Oh, well,
Breakfast, Miss Brown. Breakfast ready.
What's going on here?
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
You're mad, both of you. Ought to have you committed.
Here, David, I'll take the spit out of your mouth.
There you are. Just what you ordered, ma'am.
You forgot the napkin.
Use the sheet.
Lovely manners.
You know, here are the napkins under my arm.
Oh, what a funny place for them to be. Drink your juice, Mama, before it gets warm.
Why such a big pitcher full?
Well, David and I intend to help you.
We should have served it in Aunt Louisa's soup tureen, huh?
Soup tureen. Don't forget, Mama, we're bringing it back this afternoon.
You mean you are?
And you're going with me, you promised.
I did no such thing.
All right, stop arguing. Dead or alive, that soup tureen goes back. Now eat your eggs, young lady.
4 eggs. I can't eat 4 eggs.
Can't you?
It's funny, David and I can eat 4 eggs.
Then eat 'em.
Mrs. Brown, are you going to want all of that toast?
Go on, take it.
You don't like bacon either, do you, Mama?
Take it all.
Lucky for us, isn't it, David? She's such a fussy eater.
We'll just have to leave her a candlestick to nibble on.
Take the tray, please, David.
You haven't eaten anything.
Hand me my kimono over there, will you,
Why
Claudia?
so modest all of a
You're
sudden?
perfectly decent.
It's right on that chair.
You've got as much on as any bathing suit.
I'm in bed, not in the water.
Here it is, modest.
Thanks.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Since this is your breakfast, you get into bed and you eat it.
Mama!
I'm going into the kitchen and make myself a decent cup of coffee, and I shall drink it standing up.
be awfully glad to put this soup tureen down. It feels as if it was full of soup.
Don't look to me for sympathy. This was your idea.
Oh, I don't like a store like Pacquiao's. Is my hat on straight, Mama?
I can't tell. Is it supposed to be?
No, of course not. Is it?
Yes.
Oh, dear. Push it over my eye for me so I can make a good impression.
Which eye?
Left.
Are you being helped, madam?
No, not yet.
Just a moment, please, and I'll be right with you.
Poor thing. He thinks he's going to sell us something.
You should have warned him. He's going to get his order book.
Mommy, you tell him.
Me? I'm just here for moral support.
Well, now, what can I do for you, madam?
It's for my daughter.
It's about this soup tureen. I received it about 3 weeks ago. And,
Yes, lovely, isn't it? One of our most choice pieces.
Oh,
Go on, Claudia.
I like it very much, too, only you see...
You've got another one like it, is that it?
Yes, that's it.
So you wish to return it?
I'd like to, if it's all right.
Do you wish it credited, or will you purchase something else instead?
Credit, please. I'd rather purchase something another day. Or, could I have the money back?
Shameless, but sensible.
Of course, madam. Your name, please?
Mrs. David Naughton. But it was sent to me as Miss Claudia Brown.
Oh, I see, a wedding gift.
Yes.
We get a number of exchanges on those. I'll just take it to check the original purchase, if you don't mind, and I'll be with you in a moment.
Well, he's awfully nice about it, wasn't he?
They're used to it.
Mama, look over there. Don't look.
How can I look if I don't look?
Oh, cheating shows. That's all I can say. Cheating shows.
What are you talking about? What shows?
Cheating. What do we do?
What is it?
It isn't an it. It's Aunt Louisa.
That's not funny. Now, don't fool about such things.
I'm not.
What?
She's right over there in the flat silver.
I don't believe... Oh, yes, I do. It is Aunt Louisa.
She's looking this way. What do we do?
What do, you mean?
Mommy, you can't leave me.
Why not? I told you I didn't want to be a party to this. Aunt Louisa lives at Pacquiao's.
I bet she has a bed under the counter.
Be quiet, and maybe she won't see us.
She sees us.
Here she comes.
You talk first.
I will not.
You better, because I'm not going to open my mouth. This is all your fault.
My fault. I said you should have some sentiment and keep the tureen.
It's too late.
We're lost.
Why, my dears, what a nice surprise.
Hi, Louisa. Hello.
And Claudia.
Hello, Aunt Louisa.
How nice to see you, child. So sorry I couldn't come over Tuesday evening. It's these allergies of mine. I think I've discovered a new one. Silver polish.
Maybe you shouldn't stay here, Aunt Louisa, with all this silver.
It's too late. Oh, dear, dear. When are you going to bring that husband of yours over to meet me?
Oh, soon.
Your generation has no family feeling. You go about your ways as if relatives didn't exist. Now, if your father were alive, we won't talk about that now.
Claudia, what are you twisting about like that for?
Nothing. I was just looking.
The service here is slow, but good.
Very.
Well, they have lovely things at Pacquiao's.
Yes, I always buy my gifts here. I got Claudia's soup tureen here.
Yes, I know.
Thought of sending the child a check.
Oh, Aunt Louisa.
But then I thought a check is so unsentimental, especially for my dearest brother's only child.
Oh.
Ah, here you are, Mrs. Naughton.
Oh.
Now about this soup tureen,
Yes,
Mrs. Naughton.
have you got another one just like it?
What did you say?
Claudia.
Have you got another one just like it?
Well, but I thought that you
Claudia, isn't that the tureen I sent you?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Louisa, Claudia feels...
David and I liked it so much that I decided to come down and buy another one just like it. Didn't I, Mama?
Yes, you didn't.
What was that, Mrs. Naughton?
Now, that's really charming. But, Claudia, can you use 2 soup tureens?
Oh, yes. David's crazy about soup. He likes one at each end of the table.
That's rather an attractive idea. Never thought of it.
But, Mrs. Naughton, a moment ago
I
you
know,
said...
but have you got another just like it?
Yes, we have dozens, but I...
Well, could I have just one more? Just one will do fine, please. That's David.
Why doesn't he use his key?
The lock doesn't work for him yet.
Well, go let him in.
You go, Mama.
I should say not. They're your soup tureens.
Mama, what'll he say?
How would I know? You married him, not I.
Yes, but if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be me.
Aren't you going to let him in at all tonight?
Say, that's an idea.
I wouldn't try it. Well, go on.
I'm going.
You're standing still.
Oh, am I? I'm coming. I hear you.
Oh, hello.
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 Well, don't you say hello to Mama?
Hello, Mama.
Hello, David.
Is, this where I really live?
What do you mean?
This is a fine reception for a stranger, but for a husband, so many hellos and so little else.
Don't sit there, David. Come into the bedroom.
Wait a minute now. Let me sit here for a second.
Well, now that you're home, David, I'm going to put the supper on.
Don't go, Mama.
What's the hurry, Mrs. Brown?
It's the chicken, David. I want to watch it.
Well, watch it later. Claudia.
Yes?
Claudia, what is that I see over there?
Where?
On the table, in front of the window.
I don't see anything.
There is 2 of them.
You're seeing double.
Been drinking again.
Men are all the same, aren't they, Mama?
Probably thinks he's seeing 2 soup tureens.
Huh, is right.
Huh, what's going on here?
I don't know. We're asking you.
That chicken needs me. Bye-bye.
Mama!
Claudia, is that or is that not 2 soup tureens on the table?
Isn't it are?
Isn't what are?
Well, 2 soup tureens is plural. Shouldn't it be are that
Don't get
two?
grammatical, just answer me.
It are.
It is. Claudia, slowly, dear, in words of 1 syllable. How come when this morning we only had 1, and you went to return it? Tonight we have 2.
Oh, darling. You know how soup tureens are.
No, you tell me.
Oh, David, how could I return it? She was so nice, and she had her allergies again, and she is my father's only sister, and I'm her dearest brother's only child.
Oh, she was there?
What could I do?
Aunt Louisa must have been very, very touched.
She was. It was almost worth it. Oh, don't you think we could learn to love them, David?
If I live long enough.
They'll grow on you.
They've grown enough already.
Don't worry, darling. I'll think of something. They'll come in handy.
How? For what? For why? For when?
I know. For bathtubs. For babies.
Claudia.
I was just thinking, David. Just thinking.
All story material used in this broadcast of Claudia was under the supervision of Rose Franken and William Brown Maloney. When company comes, how grand it is to be able to say, "Howdy, neighbor, have a Coke." Just like old times. Now you can stock up, order Coke by the case if you like, and keep it handy when folks drop in to visit. Now you can step up to the familiar red cooler at your favorite refreshment stand, lunchroom, or service station and ask for Coca-Cola and get it. And the price is still 5 cents. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you transcribed with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir, and remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For ice-cold Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes.